Hi, my name is Tracy. If you look at my website, you will see me described as a Palladian ambassador, a QHHT practitioner, a Akashic record reader, and if you like any of these videos, please hit the subscribe button, as I'll be creating weekly videos on topics like releasing old patterns, energy healing, and connection to your higher self. If you like these videos, please subscribe and leave a thumbs up. My spiritual awakening happened about 5 years ago during COVID. I woke up to what's really going around me. A friend helped me in that way. She was there to catch me, to help me understand what was really going on in the world, and thankfully it was in the nick of time. So during this time, everyone stopped, everyone stood still, and everyone started to assess their life. And I was one of those people. I was in a profession that I wasn't passionate about, but I didn't know what else there was. And during this time, my friend group changed as well. Everyone was new, and everyone around me was a healer in some capacity, a practitioner, healer, whether it be a modality, a Reiki, or mediumship, or health, or beauty. They were all healers in their own rights, and I felt this was my calling. I had started to ignite something in me, but I didn't know what that looked like. And it wasn't until one of my best friends started QHHT. She bought the course and she was about to study, and that was my first introduction to QHHT. And then a shaman that I had been working with called me and told me that his spirit guides had suggested that he introduced me to QHHT, which I just heard of through my friend. So I embarked on that course, and that meant that I had 30 test clients before I could be certified. So once that happened, there was no looking back, and I feel so grateful to be introduced to this modality because it is so powerful. It feels like a lot of different modalities rolled into one, and I have just seen so much change in people that have experienced this modality, and it's changed myself in the way I look at the world, and I feel like I've dissolved all my fears around everything. And if there is a little bit of fear, I just embrace it and run with it anyway. I've learnt that life isn't as serious as we all make it out to be, and that there's more than one life. We are eternal beings. So this is a little bit of what I have learnt being around this modality. So this has set me on a path of discovery as to who I am and how I can be of service to other people. Then I decided to go to Peru. I just had this calling. I don't know why. It was never on my bucket list, never. It was just somewhere. I jokingly said to someone that I would meet a friend there, and it started to come closer and closer to me, and then I booked the trip, and 6 months went really quickly, and there I was standing in Peru by myself, just wondering what this is all about. And it was, to say the least, very grounding, very character building and enlightening. And along my journey, I've got some great stories about Peru, but I won't go into that now. But I did meet a beautiful woman called Maria who lives in Peru. She's English, but she's been journeying, taking groups of people through the Amazon, the Sacred Valley, Lake Titicaca, and reconnecting them with themselves, with their ancestors, with the land. And Maria has been doing such incredible work with people. The testimonials that I have read about how she has transformed people's lives is phenomenal. So when she asked me to collaborate with her, I couldn't think of anything more that I would want to do. It just felt like It was part of my soul plan. So a year later, we now hold the vision of what that looks like together in this collaboration. And so we are now calling in the people that feel that they need to answer that call to visit Peru and to learn why the land is calling them. So I had these two offerings that in my business, but I felt like I need something that brought it all together. And that's when I started looking for something, and I asked my guides to help me with that. The next day, a really beautiful friend of mine turns up and asks me or offers me the opportunity to work with her with vibrational medicine, doTERRA, and I just couldn't think of anything more perfect, really, because I could see how it aligned with my work in the QHHT and creating sacred space and for people to connect with their higher self. I knew that the oils did that, you know, whether it be frankincense or Shinran Yoko or lavender, so many beautiful essences that could help people in the space. And then also the fact that it's plant medicine, and Peru is all about connecting back to the land and back to the medicine, you know, that we all have in our DNA, that we've all forgotten along the lines because it was taken from us, and we've forgotten who we are and our essence and what's important to us. So these three beautiful offerings really just became part of who I am, and I am so proud and excited to bring this to my journey, to my path. So that's me in a nutshell as to why I have three different beautiful, powerful offerings and how they come together. And if you have any questions around any of these, I would love to connect with you. So just check out my website, www.Kee-Ah-Sha, and send me an inquiry or book a call, a free 15-minute call regarding the journeys or a quantum healing or doTERRA vibrational medicine. I would love to help. I would love to be of service. Kee-Ah-Sha, be healed now.